Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be doing a quick comparison between the all-new 2022 Nissan Frontier Pro-4X and a 2021 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road. With all that being said, let's get straight into the video. So let's pop under the hoods of both of the trucks. Starting over here with the Frontier, we've got a naturally aspirated 3.8 liter V6 that goes through a 9-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs are 310 horsepower and then 281 pound-feet of torque. Now popping over to the Tacoma, we have a naturally aspirated 3.5 liter V6 that goes through a 6-speed automatic transmission. Power outputs are 278 horsepower and then 265 pound-feet of torque. So we've got 3 more gears over here and we've got quite a bit more power and torque, and well, that's the Frontier and that's the Tacoma under the hood. Let's go to the front ends of both of the trucks, and let's start over here with the Tacoma this time. So first off, notice that we've got this gigantic kind of flat-ish hood. We do have the raised portion right there on the side, and then coming down below we've got these halogen projector bulbs with the LED lights, fog lights down there in that area, and then you can see you've got the massive front grille with the Toyota logo that does double as a sensor, and then you can see you've got the higher ground clearance bumper here at the bottom portion. Now coming over here to the Frontier, really love the design on the hood, and obviously this color looks killer. Now coming down below, notice we've got full LED lights here and LED fog lights as well, and then you've got the venting accent right there. Got the Nissan logo that has a camera there in the center. Got the tow hooks down below with the skid plate there on the bottom. And yeah, that's the Frontier, that's the Tacoma. Now let's go over the tire and wheel setup on both of the trucks. So starting over here with the Frontier, we've got 265mm tires wrapped on 17-inch wheels. And then going over the Tacoma, we've got 265mm tires wrapped around 16-inch wheels. So a little bit smaller wheel there with the Tacoma. And then notice that we've got the fender flare here on the side. And there's a quick look at the suspension, then you guys can see the tire. Coming over here to the Frontier, again, we've got a massive fender flare, and then there's another look at the tire and the suspension. This one does have the Bilstein shocks as part of the Pro-4X package. And then notice here with the mirror, sorry about that, the sun's super bright, that obviously it's body painted, but we've got a camera there at the bottom, normal mirror over there on the Tacoma side of things. And then popping here to the back, we have our TRD-Off-Road sticker. We've got our Pro-4X sticker, so I guess they kind of copied each other in that sense, right? And then they both still use leaf springs from the suspension standpoint in the back, and then you guys can probably see the little blue shock there at the Tacoma for the suspension there in the back. And well, let's pop the back. Now let's go over the bed area of both of the trucks. First off, our payload over here on the Frontier is 1,020 pounds, the Tacoma 1,000 pounds. We got 20 extra pounds there with the Frontier. Now let's actually pop here into the bed and notice soft lower down. So notice we've got the covering there, and we've got a spray-in liner for the rest of the bed. We actually do get LED lights, and then we've got the cargo tie downs right there. We have a full outlet over here on the other side. Definitely nice from that perspective. And then lifting up the tailgate, it's actually relatively light, easy to lift up. Now coming over here to the Tacoma, so also has the soft lower down, and then you can see this one's got the composite bed with it. And well, I mean, pretty nice. You've got the little light there, and then we also have an outlet here in the back, and then both of them have cargo lights, pretty normal there. And then lifting this up, ooh, definitely heavier. Now let's finish things up here in the rear stylistically. So starting over here with the Tacoma, you've got the taillights they've used for quite some time now here in the rear. Still look pretty good to this day. Parking sensors here in the back. We've got our Tacoma logo there in the center. Now coming over here to the Pro-4X, notice we've got all of our regular logos, so the Pro-4X logo, the Nissan logo, Frontier logo, parking sensors there in the back. But notice with the taillights, definitely look a lot more modern, a lot more futuristic, because you've got the full LEDs and then the black accenting. Definitely looks really nice. But there is the Frontier, there's the Tacoma. Okay. And voila, the doors are open. Now let's pop into the backs of both of the trucks. So starting over here with the Tacoma, you guys can see interesting material use right there. And then you guys can see the seats with the whole pattern and everything with that. And then we've got the cup holders right here. And I'll pop in, we'll see which one has a little bit more space back here. So if you guys are running them 6 foot, there's my legroom, there's my sweaty face and my headroom. And I'll pop over here to the Frontier. Definitely looks a lot nicer with the use of materials and the stitching, I will say that. And then I love how they do the carbon fiber look with the leather there. You can see the seats here look really cool from a design standpoint. Now we'll pop in here. So legroom feels about the same. And then, yeah, headroom, I mean, they're pretty much the same from a space perspective. Oh, notice that we've got a little charging area down here. Some USBs, full power outlet. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so goodbye, goodbye, hello. So let's go over the door panels here in the front. So here with the Tacoma, and this is the driver's side. Obviously, we've got, again, that same soft touch there. You've got all of your window controls and all that, the mirror adjustment. And here are the front seats. This is the main thing I want to focus on. So you guys can see the material use there with the front seat. They're manually adjustable. And then you can see the pedals down below. And then you've got that for the cargo light. You've got that for the outlet as well. And, well, here are the front here. Notice the door panel again. This is on the passenger side. We'll pop over the driver's side in a second. Notice we've got the carbon fiber trim down below. Fender sound system, definitely cool, but I guess we will close that and, well, bear with me while we walk around the truck. This is quite difficult in this field. And boom, we've got the driver door here. So notice again, we've got all the leather trim here, the window controls, and then you've got the mirror adjustment. And then look at these front seats, really cool looking and definitely soft to sit in. They're power adjustable, definitely a cool feature. Got the pedals down below. Notice you've got the axle lock right there, stability control, cargo lamp, hill descent control. That's for the safety tech, power outlet, your towing mode. And, well, there's one more look at that. We'll pop in the Tacoma first, and then we'll come over here. So here is the steering wheel with the Tacoma. Notice that we've got the leather there at the top, and then here on the sides we've got the perforated leather, so you get a little bit of a better grip with the steering wheel. Cruise control hiding there in the back, and then you've got the controls here for the center stack, volume controls, voice command controls, all that fun stuff. And then you've got the stock for the turn signal lights, windshield wiper stock. That's all for the steering wheel. So here's our center gauge cluster there on the Tacoma. So you can see we've got analog gauges for most of the stuff. We do have the center screen that lets us scroll through a few different menus. So definitely nice with that. And I mean, other than that, that's everything for that center screen. Now here is the infotainment system. First off, we're gonna pop it into reverse. So you've got the backup camera, and it looks like the trajectory lines do not turn with the steering wheel. Now aside from that, as for the rest of the infotainment system, I mean, response time with these buttons here on the side is actually really good. And then as for the rest of it, yeah, even the touchscreen, really solid. And didn't mean to do that. That never happened. But it was good because it was static. Anyways, that's all for the infotainment system. We've got our heated seats down here. We've got the dual zone climate controls, and then we've got our driveline select over here. So we've got our 4-wheel low, 4-wheel high, and then 2-wheel drive. And then notice that we have our power sliding window. So definitely a nice feature with that. And then down below here, we've got a little 12 volt. And then we've got our ECT power button. That's for the blind spot monitoring, parking sensors. Wireless phone charger, which pretty interesting with that. And then we've got some cup holders right here. We've got that shifter for that 6-speed automatic. More cup holders. Got the engine brake right here. Center console. Glove box. Got the material there at the top. And then popping here to the very top, we do have a sunroof. And then notice we've got some more off-road stuff here. So we've got the axle lock in the back, stability control, controls for the sunroof. And then notice this is kind of like our crawl control and everything right up here. And then like the off-road cruise control with the different modes that you can basically go through. But you have to be in 4-wheel low to use it. So just know that. But that's everything for the top. So here's the steering wheel in the Pro-4X. Notice we've got the really nice leather all around the steering wheel with the darker stitching, and then we've got our adaptive cruise control right over here. Voice command, volume controls on the other side. Got the little stock there for the turn signal and lights, windshield wiper stock on the other side, and then we've got our Nissan logo there on the center. And then we'll quickly pop here to the gauge cluster. You can see you've got the analog gauges there on either side, but notice that we've got that screen where we can scroll through a couple of different menus. Basically similar information to what you can see in the Tacoma, just definitely looks a little bit more on the modern side, I will say that. And then popping over here, we've got the center infotainment system. So first off, we'll pop it into reverse. So notice we've got that bird's eye view with the backup camera, and then you've got the actual backup camera itself. But on top of that, we have the front camera. So it's cool that we have both of those features, and we even have a side camera. You have to get like a higher up package on the Tacoma to get those options. As for the rest of the infotainment system, response time is really solid. So we've got like these buttons here at the bottom that are shortcut buttons, and you can see that when I press stuff, happens pretty much instantaneous with the response. So that is all solid. Dual zone climate controls down below, heated seats as well, heated steering wheel, and then we have the same system with the driveline select. So we've got a 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel high, and then 4-wheel low, and then we've got some extra storage there. We've got this for the 9-speed automatic, and again, it does have the manual shift function. A couple cup holders. You can see we can fit the Fijis in them. Perfect. We've got the wireless phone charger right there, which actually holds your phone in place. Definitely nice. Big center console. Nice leather stitching on the dash. There's the glove box. The rear window is not power, it is just manual, so I guess take that into account. And then we've got a sunroof here at the top, sunglass holder. That's all she wrote. So that's going to sum things up with our video comparing the 2022 Nissan Frontier Pro-4X to the 2021 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road. And if you guys are wondering, these are actually very close in price, so it's a perfect comparison. Even though this one looks like it's more well equipped, well, just a little bit more of a bargain. I will say that, hint, hint. Wink, wink. But anyways, I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below which one you would rather pick, whether it be the Tacoma or the new Frontier, and why. And with all that being said, well, I will see all of you guys in that next video.